Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. The action has already started.
Davids really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Can he get it? Tries a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And he's picked out the run.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handed...
And he's quick to get it clear again. That's been cut out, well played. De Ligt. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Davids is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, what a climb! The breakthrough strike!
Iran clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Bale. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Bale. Neuer catches it safely. Five minutes till the break. Now Mbappe. He's had a shot! And he's there to belt it away. And that is a little undercooked. Modric.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Played back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Anyone appearing intoxicated?
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're underway again.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's found a way past. He has found a way through. Koundé is there, and he can get that clear. Now it's Mbappe. Works it forward. Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. Time and again they are repelled. Well, they could break here. Beckham. Backward it goes. Collar! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome. Arsenal still trailing by one, and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Great defending, strong and determined. Now he's off and running.
60,810.
Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Mbappe, pinches it off him, and it's Bale. And he's on a charge. Bale goes on a run down the left wing. And he's there to clear it. And he was quick to react. Busquets. And here's Bale. That's really well manoeuvred. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Davids, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Beckham. Modric. Now it's Thuram. That looks a cracking ball. Mbappe. It's a sweet ball, that. Modric. Over it comes. Tries a header! That's a decent clearance.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nice sequence of passes, this. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He won't be happy with that one. Koke, Koundé, and here's Stojkovic. And here's Mbappe.
Arsenal need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Defending of the desperate variety. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Your reflections then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. The action has already started. David! Now it's Tura. And that's put paid to a promising move. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim. Well, not De Bruyne! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution... It's Neymar! Goal! PSV! First blood drawn. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
So, a breakthrough already. He has found the way through. Messi! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. PSV are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Neymar, and he's on his way! Deftly away. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
David. Now it's De Bruyne.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Modric. Tries to get it clear. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Kante. Kante goes on a charge down the left. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Koundé. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Tura.
There will be 1 minute.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had...
Damn it! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact,
attendees,
or
this
else...
is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff?
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
No way through there. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. Conte.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's through here. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe, he's found a way through. He's had a hit! No mistake! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Arsenal showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nicked it back promptly. And here's Neymar! And that is wildly off target. Stojkovic. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Arsenal are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How would you summarise? Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. The action has already started. Played back in. Del Piero!
Well, a quick look at this lineup, and Pavel Nedved jumps higher than the rest.
He'll be involved in more or less everything they try to do going forward.
Yeah, he has all the ingredients to serve up something delicious, and we can feast our eyes on it. A truly great competitor.
Stojkovic. Costa Curta. Beckenbauer was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Del Piero. Well timed, excellent interception. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Messi. Oh, it's Del Piero. And we have our very first corner. And now they can clear their lines. And now a sudden chance to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Forlan. And he's there to retrieve it. Has a go! Koundé. Stojkovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice interception, well timed. Stojkovic, now it's Thuram. Oh, he's burst through. Mbappe! Goal! Arsenal! First blood drawn.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That is good alertness.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Koke. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, super find. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts.
There will be 1 minute at a
Casemiro.
time.
And the first half is done, and it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Arsenal, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. Costa Curta. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, that's ambitious. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Casemiro. Beckenbauer. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Might be danger here. Caught offside that time.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Tries a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
The attendance for this match
Arsenal
was
are looking to go forward now.
72,306.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the runner, Thuram. And he's straight offside. What a throw in. Stojkovic. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Looking to widen the gap even further here. Stojkovic! Now, who's going to be first to this? Casemiro.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the...
It's full on! And now it's a race for the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might...
Del Piero! Arsenal leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Short changes him with that pass.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Nice interception, his positioning. Just the keeper to beat! Oh, well played, he needed to get that right. Belletti. Del Piero. Now it's Messi. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Arsenal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Mbappe played... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Koulibaly concedes a free kick for that. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And he cuts out the supply. Mbappe!
Well, Peter, this is a game where I really don't think I need to spell out who I'm expecting to provide the sparks. The name is Diego Maradona, and not just footballing royalty. I think what's more appropriate is godlike.
The name itself strikes fear into the heart of opponents.
What a player.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Casemiro. Arsenal finding their passes. Still goalless at the moment. It's run loose here. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Thuram. Casemiro. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Haaland. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it has a shot! And he has kept it out somehow!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Up he goes! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Griezmann, well read, and the danger is averted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, super find. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Rodri. It's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And now they can clear their lines.
There will be 1 minute
Nicely
at a
aimed
time.
pass. Rodri. Messi. And we've reached half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Casemiro. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, this is a great position. Great chance! Stojkovic. Thuram. Maradona. Arsenal still this single goal behind. De Ligt. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, that's well seen too. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And it's Griezmann. Looking for options for movement. De Ligt with the clearance. Koke. Now it's Thuram. Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well seen. Saw that. He's having a go! Neither of these two want to come off. He's gone for goal! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
And here's Mbappe. Now, who's going to be first to... And one more try! He's got away with one there. Corner number 2 then.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 18, Modric. Number 26, Robertson.
Defending
Number
of the
10,
desperate variety. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Mbappe.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Deco. Number 7, Hernandez.
Haaland!
Number 21.
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Haaland usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And time is up. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now there's a fine ball. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Perez. Perez going face-to-face with his great rival. Lewandowski touches it back. Mbappe. That's an excellent interception. Shapes to shoot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Schneider. Well, there's a probing ball. And it's Vieira.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Deco. Thuram. Hernandez. And here's Deco. Hernandez is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Stojkovic's delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bellingham. Good spot, he's seen the run. That's good play. Perez will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Vieira. Now it's Lewandowski. Deco. Mbappe. Oh, red, nice interception. More and more pressure on the ball here. Bellingham. Vieira. Now it's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Deco. Has a look and place it forward. Bellingham. Arsenal finding their passes. And it's Schneider.
There will be
White
1 minute
looking to
at a
run
time.
onto it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitutions taking place.
And the action is back underway.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Mbappe. Deco. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Schneider. Forwards and with intent. Son Heung-min. And the pass is intercepted. Stojkovic. Arsenal still this single goal behind. White. Lewandowski. There's the hit! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
60 minutes is number 11.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Mbappe, chance! He has done it! Back to within 1! Interesting!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
And it's Casemiro. And here's Deco. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know,
Speculative strike. That is decidedly lacking.
Arsenal were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Hernandez. Deco. That pass has been well intercepted.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Arsenal must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And here's Thuram. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Koke. That is good alertness. That's really well cleared.
Arsenal have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Arsenal can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go totally. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Plays a sharp little ball here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only
He'll try from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
He's looking to set free a runner. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Conte. Thuram. Davis. That's gone for a throw-in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. No goals as yet. Koke. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And they've got rid. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Just eases him off the ball. No way through. And back to the goalkeeper. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. It's a really well-measured ball. Back into the middle. Oh, that's well spotted. Vlahovic. Oh, and he's through the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Koke. Thuram. Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
That is good alertness. Nico Williams.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
That's tidy. Crunching tackle. Not the most accurate pass. Might look promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Koke. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Mbappe! No mistake!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, listen, a few...
Conte! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Conte is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to...
Up for a header! It's run loose, in for the pieces! Deftly away.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. Bayern Munich showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Nico Williams. Nico Williams providing an outlet on that flank.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Robertson. Bayern Munich appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
William has a shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
That's an excellent interception.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, well played, well played. Into the last 5 minutes. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Williams! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Bayern Munich really putting a few chances together here, taking...
And we're done. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mbappe picking up the man of the match. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. And already we're underway here. Gets his pass away, and he's certainly onside here.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means a centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
And here's shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, played through for the wide man. Wriggles his way through. He is through here. De Ligt tries to clear. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. De Bruyne, he's got space. Can he finish? Gnabry, and reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, easy pickings there. Modric.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's tidy. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. That has been knocked clear. Oh, that's ambitious. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Gnabry. Interesting ball. Griezmann! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. No way through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Defending was strong and firm. Short changes him with that pass. Modric could move up a gear here. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Did he that because it had a decent chance of progressing?
Now it's Mbappe. And it's half-time here. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back underway.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Gnabry. Thuram. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Arsenal still this single goal behind. Mbappe. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Gnabry. That is good alertness. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Thuram. And the shot! Oh, no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Shot at goal! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Out to the left it goes. Stojkovic. Casemiro. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's well spotted. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Griezmann.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. He's got the shot away! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And there goes the final whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right...
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That is a great pick out. And he can clear it away. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shifted upfield. Deco. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Messi. It's fallen kindly here, and it's a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Walker, quick look, goes in for the header! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed... Van der Vaart! Magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And again they hit the front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Number 20,
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the pass is intercepted. Now there's a shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes, it's him again. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Can he finish? Deco. Thuram on 2 now, and looking for 3. Oh, and he's through the middle. He's got away, and he's onside. Saliba is there to clear. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rice picks it up from the goal kick.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Gently done. Messi. And Ribery! That's really well cleared. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Arsenal come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And the finish! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, the contact was as crisp as it comes. The direction was the issue.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's found the... He's got the shot away! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Okay. It's a sweet ball, that. Wilshere makes the interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Robertson gets it away. Now it's Thuram. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Now it's Thuram. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And here's Mbappe, played back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Wilshere. Now it's Ferran Torres. And he's managed to gift it back. Koke. Stojkovic. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Koke cuts out the pass. Thuram. Looking for the runner.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Deco. And it's Ribery. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Good spot, he's seen the run. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Substitution on the field, number 9, Mbappe.
We have got changes
Number
here
4,
from both sides, in fact.
Wilshere. Number 5, Ferran Torres.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Guardiola kept his eye on it,
Number
and he's
3,
there.
Matthijs de Ligt.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well
Number
played,
21,
well stopped.
Ruben Diaz
Min.
spots it
Number
and
23,
intercepts.
Beckham. Number 14,
Oh, that's fabulous.
Number 13,
Inzaghi.
Jamal. Number 24,
And through to the goalkeeper.
Substitution.
And the referee brings it to a close. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, that really...
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, he's onto this. He's had a hit! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lahm. And here's Kante. That is a great book. Kante! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight at that, it was too late.
Bayern Munich are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, this... Mbappe! He scores! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Rummenigge, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's quick to get it clear again. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Well read, nice interception. Messi. Threads one in. He's in a good position here. Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to belt it away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That'll be a throw. Oh, good read. He read them. He'll try from distance. Deftly away. And here's Messi. Conte has found the net here, of course.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Just eases him off the ball. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Arsenal have reclaimed it. Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. He's had a shot! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Thuram, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge, passing nice and neat. Son Heung-min, nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Mbappe! Yeah, he's fouled him there. So the perfect chance to get one back. Bruno Fernandes with a... Bruno Fernandes! He's got to be quick to recover this. And it's Koke. Foot in. Rummenigge. Casemiro does well to get it back. Bruno Fernandes. Conte. Mbappe.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Conte. And it's Messi.
The attendance
So we've reached the hour mark.
60,332.
Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Mbappe, showing good feet. Great chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And surely that settles it. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Bayern Munich blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Son Heung-min is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Messi. Casemiro, Thuram, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Son Heung-min! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
That's really well manoeuvred. He's played him through. Caught offside that time.